Hey there survivors, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drumway Productions bringing you another Halloween unboxing. And today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different than what we normally take a look at here on the channel. Typically it's masks, screen use props, production pieces, that kind of thing. But today we're going to be taking a look at a Halloween 2018 bust. You can already tell what this is by the title and thumbnail, as is the case with almost all of these videos. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at this piece anyway. Now, as for unboxing, I actually have already unboxed this piece, so there's not a whole lot to show you there. But there's also really nothing else in the box to show you but the one item. It was packaged very well, but there's one tiny little issue, and I'll go ahead and show it to you guys after we talk about the piece first. So I only took a quick look at this guy when he first arrived, and then I bagged him back up and put him back in the box. This is going to be part of another project that I'm working on. As I've recently mentioned here on the channel, I'm going to be working towards several different life-size builds and stuff like that, some displays, and this is a part of one of those, and possibly going to be the coolest life-size that I have in the entire collection. And that's coming from a guy that is standing in front of a wall of screen-used and production Ghostface costumes. So you know it's going to be pretty damn sick. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Old Man Michael Myers. Check that out. That is too cool. Slash House does some absolutely fantastic work. If you have never seen their stuff, go check it out. Their silicone pieces are amazing. Whether it be Art the Clown, his Terminator pieces, he does several different versions of Michael Myers all the way up to Halloween Ends. They're all fantastic looking. And of course, whenever it came time for me to tackle this project, I had to get a realistic looking Michael Myers head to go on top. And there are a couple of different artists that do versions of them. Some of them are really close, but not quite what I wanted. Some of them are resin instead of silicone. This head looks absolutely fantastic. There are some minor issues I do have with it, but overall, I just want you guys to take a look and take in that beautiful color, the beautiful hair work. The sculpture is also very close to James Jude Courtney. I know there are some people that use like 3D scans of James, or they use some version of his life cast or something to create theirs, but this one was fully ground up sculpted and it looks pretty damn great. This looks more of like what I would think of as Michael Myers the character instead of it just being James Jude Courtney. You know what I mean? Like if Michael was slightly different than how James looked in real life. Maybe I'm getting off course here, but regardless, as for the actual look of Michael unmasked, I think they nailed it. The beard looks nice and full, the hair looks really good, the eyebrows look great. The eyes, they are a little bit off in my opinion, but I mean that's just going to happen when you have fake eyes, but they're still really nice quality eyes. The only real issue that I have with this piece, unfortunately, has to do with this ear. Now, I didn't notice it initially in the photos, but after looking back in the photos, it was there. There is a chunk missing off of this ear that is unpainted, and there's also a large bubble that is in the bottom of this earlobe that caused it to be completely hollow, and when I received it, it was split, and the ear itself is actually like torn right here. So the silicone was pushed into that hole. So unfortunately, that is pretty noticeable damage. I'm sure you guys can probably even see the hole there, as well as the missing paint off of that piece. And I don't know whether this was also a bubble that popped or what, but clearly the entire thing was painted, and then that happened afterwards because it has no paint on it. So I don't know whether a tool fell and cut part of the ear, maybe even a rat chewed on it, though it doesn't look like little teeth marks, or what happened. And then the air bubble in the ear, self-explanatory, it's an air bubble, it happens. Now, I am pointing out these flaws because they are there, and I do want to go ahead and tell you, Slash House did offer to fix this. Whenever I messaged him and let him know the damage, he did offer to fix it free of charge. He's like, send it back to me, I'll take care of it and send it back to you. However, I thought I would have this whole project done a little bit sooner than I have, so I opted not to send it back to him and said I could just patch it up myself. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of extra silicone and go in the ear there and try to fill that in just so it's solid, and then to cover up the little hole in the bottom as well as on the ear here, I'm going to put some small spots of blood. kind of like he had been striking someone, whether it be with a knife or whatever, and during the drawback of the blade, a little bit of blood got on the side of his face. But at least to hide those couple of little imperfections on this cast, I think that's what I should do. Because honestly, I didn't want the artist to have to deal with extra shipping for something that small. I didn't want me to have to deal with that. It is just an honest mistake, and he did offer to fix it, like I said, so this is no negatives for Slash House Studios. I think this thing is fantastic looking. He did a great job for me, but I did just want to go ahead and be transparent about the damage that was there. And I think it's also a good show of character that he was willing to fix it. So, if anything, that's a plus. I already have the mannequin, I already have the coveralls, I already have the hands. The only thing I don't have that's screen accurate at this point is the boots. They have been a pain to find, especially, I don't know if I want to spend a couple $100s on them since I'm going to have to drill a hole through them anyway to mount it. But I do want to have a life-size Halloween 2018 Michael Myers with a display case in front of him with a very, very special mask in that display case. You guys will have to wait to see what that is, but for time being, here we have a very, very cool bust of Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. So yeah, if you're interested in picking up one of these, a Halloween Kills version, Halloween Ends version, maybe a Art the Clown or a Nice Terminator, any of those pieces, feel free to hit up Slash House Studios for some really quality work. And if you're interested in seeing the full life-size build come together, just stay tuned here on the channel, and at some point here in the near future, we'll probably have the full video of that full build. And with that being said, I think that about does it for today's video. I love you all, I hope you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, and see you next time.